Hello, it's Jonathan Johnson here today working with Cisco Packet Tracer on verifying and troubleshooting Eigrp operation. Our objectives for the day are to apply the troubleshooting techniques related to Eigrp and to identify configuration issues and identify and correct Eigrp configuration issues. A background preparation: as the network administrator for the XYZ company, you have been asked to set up a lab mock-up of your network for testing and implementation of a new hardware. You have added all the IP addresses to the router interfaces and configured the routing protocols. You decided to use Eigrp 10 as the routing protocol. After conducting pings to all the devices, you found that PC1 and PC4 cannot ping any of the other PCs in the lab. Excuse me. So step 1 is going to be to determine the status of the connectivity. So we're going to go over here, we're going to select PC1, and we're going to ping the default gateway. Move this up. So go to desktop, go to IP configuration. Default gateway is 10.10.20.1. So command prompt ping 10.10.20.1. And we got reply 2, 3. We got all 4 replies. Didn't lose any. So the default gateway from going out has connectivity for that. Now we're going to ping the fast Ethernet 0/1 interface on the Chicago router. So open the command prompt on PC1 and go to Chicago router. We're going to ping fast Ethernet 0/1 interface on the Chicago router. So fast Ethernet 0/1, and the IP address for that is 10.254.254. Oh, didn't type in ping. My bad. 10.10.254. Isn't that 10.254.254? Pinging. Now it's in the timeout because it can't ping the router, Chicago 1 router, because it can't get to the PC4, because it got to go through that to get to PC4 over here, and it can't get through Chicago router. So the ping was unsuccessful, identifying a potential problem between the Chicago and Chicago 1 routers. So now that that timed out, we're done with that. We're going to exit out of those. We're going to go over here. We're going to select the Chicago router and enter into privilege exec mode. So we're in Chicago router. Going to the CLI tab. Okay, we're already in privilege exec mode on it because we went enable, configure terminal. Let's see here. Let's exit out of here. Let's exit again. Wow, spelled it wrong. Alright, we're gonna go exit again. Okay, now we're gonna go enable conf t. Now we're in global configuration mode, and we're gonna go show IP protocols. Show IP protocols. Show IP protocols. Alright, my bad. We was in global configuration mode. We only want to be in privilege exec mode. My fault. So show IP protocols. Okay. Notice it shows up the routing protocol in Eigrp 10. Outgoing update filter not set. Incoming update filter for list is not set for the interfaces. Default networks flagged in outgoing updates. Default networks accepted from incoming updates. But it won't send out. It won't send out to all the other routers updates. They'll just accept incoming updates because it's not the head. It's not the main router. It's not the head one. It doesn't have the highest IP address. That's why. Hop counts 100. The Eigrp maximum metric is variance is 1. Automatic summarized network summarization is in effect. Shows routing net for networks is the IP addresses right here, which right here is the one we pinged earlier, the default gateway. That's that. Now we're going to go right here. We're going to show running config. Okay. Now it says version 12.2, no service timestamps, no service debug, password encrypted. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0, duplex auto, speed auto, interface fast Ethernet 0/1, duplex auto, speed auto, interface serials 1-0, IP address, interface serial 1-1 is no shut, or is shut down, I mean, and interface serial 1/2 is shut down, interface serial 11.2, 11.3 shut down, router Eigrp 10, network, auto summary is in effect, the IP is classless, line con 0, line auxiliary 0, line VTY 0 through 4, login, end. Okay. Now the Chicago router is configured with Eigrp as the routing protocol and an anonymous system number of 10. The Chicago 1 router does not have any routing protocol or static routes configured. So we're going to select PC4, go out of here, exit the Chicago 1 router, and we're going to go in, we're going to select PC4 over here on the right side, way over there, and we're going to ping the default gateway of this. So we can go desktop, IP configuration, well, command, no, we want IP configuration. Default gateway is 10.10.40.1. So go command prompt and go ping 10.10.40.1. And now we're gonna get 4 replies from it because it can ping outgoing from PC4. It could ping the default gateway. So we have a connection. There is a connection there for the PC. So that's good. And then we're gonna ping the fast Ethernet on a. We're going to ping the fast Ethernet 0/0 interface on the Denver router. So we're going to open up the command prompt again and go to Denver router. Make sure we got the right one. Okay, Denver. Go to configuration. And we're going to go fast Ethernet 0/0. Okay, and we're going to go slide this over. We're going to ping the fast Ethernet on this router. Fast Ethernet interface, which is 10.10.10.254.252, and we're going to get a reply from that. See, PC4 can ping Denver router. We got destination host unreachable and unable to ping. It's it got a connection, it's just unreachable right now because PC4 can't ping PC1 or PC2, and because it can't get through Denver router, which means Denver router is having a problem as well. So now we're out of there. Now the ping was unsuccessful identifying a potential problem between the Denver and Denver 1 router. So Denver 1 and Denver router are bad, Chicago 1 and Chicago router are bad. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to see, where was I? Okay. Fast Ethernet, okay. Scroll this up. Okay, we're going to select Denver router and enter the privilege exec mode. So we're going to go to CLI, exit again. So now we're in privilege exec mode onto the Denver 1 router, and we're going to go show IP. Let's see, we're out. Neighbors. Show IP neighbors. Whoops, didn't spell that right. Show IP EIGR. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. Okay. Now the IP EIGRP neighbors are. So now we're at the EIGRP IP EIGRP neighbors. Here's fast Ethernet 01 is one. Serial interface 1/1 is one. And then you got their IP addresses and their clock rates and the numbers and the sequences and the hold up time on the interfaces. for process 10 of EIGRP. That's the anonymous number 10 for the EIGRP for these routers. Now we're going to go, okay. Notice that the Denver 1 router is configured with the EIGRP routing protocol and anonymous system number of 100. Like we just talked about, we discussed. Okay. The Denver router is configured with the EIGRP routing protocol and anonymous number of 10. There's the anonymous number of 10 we was talking about. Right there, anonymous number of 10, which is weird, you know. That needs to they both need to be 10 if that's the number. They can't be 100, 300, 10, 9. It won't connect. They're not on the same network. So now we're gonna go show running config. All right. Version 12.2, no service, no service, no service. All right. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0 is going. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1 is going. Serial 1/0 is going. Serial 1-1, serial 1-2, serial 1-3, and are all three shut down. Router EIGRP is 10. Network 10.10.254.240 through 248 with the subnet mask, the wildcard of 0.0.0.3. Auto summary for that. The IP is classless. Line con 0, line auxiliary is 0, line VTY 0 through 4 has to be logged in to get to that end. Alright. Now we got that. Now we're going to exit out of this. We're going to go to step 2, which is configure EIGRP properly this time on the Chicago 1 and Denver 1 routers. So we're going to select the Chicago 1 and enter into configuration mode. So we'll go to Chicago 1, go to the CLI tab. We're going to go enable conf t. Now we're in configuration mode. So now we got in configuration mode. We're going to configure EIGRP with the correct anonymous system number and advertise the proper networks. So we're going to go router EIGRP 10, not 100. 10 is the magic number. So we got router EIGRP 10. Then we're going to type in the network the ones we were looking at earlier for this. So we're going to go network 10.10.254. Remember when we pinged that default gateway? .252, and we had the connection. Now we're setting it up properly. Then we're going to go subnet mask of 0.0.0.3, which would almost is like a wildcard. Then go enter, and it says fast Ethernet 0/0 neighbor IP EIGRP 10. 10, not 100 now. Neighbor 10.10.254.254 fast Ethernet 0/0 is up. New adjacency. Now it is a neighbor. So now we got that. We're going to go next network. Network 10.10. See here. .20.0 this time. .20.0 and then go space, and we're going to go 0.0.0.255 for the subnet mask. Enter. Now that we got that one, alright, now we got this one done. We're going to exit out of that. Now we're going to select the Denver 1 router, not Denver 2, the Denver 1. Enter. Type in enable to get to privilege exec mode. Type in conf t for configuration terminal to get to global configuration mode. And now we're going to set up Denver 1 and Denver 1 router, and we're going to configure EIGRP with the correct anonymous system number, which will be 10. And we're going to advertise the proper networks for this one and make it connect positively now. So now we're going to type in for Denver 1 router. Alright, so we're going to type in right here. We're going to go like we did last time. We're going to go router EIGRP, router EIGRP. Whoop, froze for a second there. We're going to go 10, enter the network, and we're going to go network 10.10.40 dot 0, and then we're going to go 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 255 for the subnet mask, and then go enter, and go network space 10 dot 10 dot 254 dot 242 space 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 3, which is almost like a wildcard again, and we're going to go enter. Now we got that one neighbor. Now see, it's not 100. We changed that 100 to 10 right there. Whoever configured this network before had this one at 100 and the other one we configured at 10. There we go. Now the neighbor is 10.10.10.254.241. Fast Ethernet 0/0 is up, new adjacency. So we got that one done. Alright. Now we're going to get rid of that 100, which I just said it was not going to be there. So we're going to go no router Eigrp, no router 100. No router Eigrp 100. That gets rid of that 100. Now it's gone. Then we're going to go Eigrp 10. Make sure it goes in. I think I spelled that wrong. Alright, now we got rid of the 100 and we put Eigrp 10 in this one. See, now it's 10. No 100, it's gone. Okay, now we're going to exit out of there. Now we're going to go to step 3. We're going to verify connectivity to make sure now you can send packets and make sure it all flows better now. So we're going to enter show IP Eigrp traffic on the Chicago 1 and Denver 1 routers. Chicago 1 router, exit, go into privilege exec mode. So show IP Eigrp traffic. Okay, now it pulls up the traffic for Chicago 1 router. It says hello sent /159.84 received, updated sent 9 and then 3 received, query sent 0 out of 0, reply sent and received 0 out of 0. Because remember that Denver router 1 can't receive, can't send, it can receive. Chicago 1 can send and receive because it's the main router. It has the highest IP address. That's the brother router and the default brother router. And then input queue high watermark 1 0 drops. So on that one, that's how it is. Then we're going to go to the Denver 1 router, and we're going to go exit once, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go show Eigrp, show IP Eigrp traffic, enter. Now same thing, hello sent 85 out of 39, which means it's getting its connectivity. It just has a long ways to go over there, so some will be dropped. Updates 8 out of 2, 8 sent, 2 received. ACK sent 2, 7 received. No drops. The queries and STR replies sent received. Notice updates. It can send and receive updates as well for them. And that's for that. Now we're going to go enter show IP topology on Chicago 1 router. So go to Chicago 1 router. Go show IP Eigrp topology. Okay. Now this is showing all the neighbors, what's connected, the IP addresses for it. This is the topology of the router. See, P is passive, A is active, U is an update, Q is a query, R is a reply, and the lowercase r is reply status. So notice all these are passive, so they're all connected. They're all up and going now. Fast Ethernet 0/0, 0/0, 0/0, 0/0, 0/0, 0/0. They're all up and going. They all have their own IP addresses and running correctly. Now we're into the Denver 1 router. Go show IP Eigrp topology for this router. Okay, same thing. These are all 0/1 routers. They're all connected via connected fast Ethernet, connected fast Ethernet. These are all going. These are all up and running now. So now we got that. We're going to conduct pings from PC1. So go to, well, not rename it. Okay, pull up PC1, pull up the command prompt for PC1, and we're going to ping PC2, PC3, and PC4. So go pull up PC2, the desktop, and the IP configuration for PC2. We'll go ping 10.10.10.2, pinging 10.10.10.2. Okay, we got a reply. We got 3, so we'll ping it one more time. Ping 10.10.10.2, and we got all 4 replies now. When it takes longer than usual for the first ping, it means it's going to time out 1. You'll get maybe more than likely 2 or possibly 3 more. Just have to re-ping it, and it'll get all 4 replies. That just happens because it's recognizing, okay, hey, I'm running now. I'm booted up. We can go. Now we're going to go exit out of PC2, and we're going to pull up PC3, and we're going to ping PC3. So ping 10.10.10.3 or .30. My bad. .30.2. Okay. See, it's taking some time to ping. And we got 1 reply, 2, 3 replies, and 1 timed out. So ping 10.10.30.2. There we go. Now we got all 4 replies. Okay. Now we're going to go PC4, and we're going to ping PC4 now. So ping 10.10.40.2. We got all 4 replies right off the bat from that one, because remember, we configured Denver 1 router. We didn't configure Denver 2 router. Denver 1 router was configured, or Denver 2 was already configured properly. Denver 1 wasn't, so when it was configured, PC4 is close enough to the routers that it'll get it a lot faster than the other ones. So we got that. Now we're going to conduct pings from PC4. So we got PC4, which is PC1 and PC4 were the ones that were having problems with the connection problems. So that's why those are the ones we're configuring Eigrp with the anonymous number 10 on for those networks, because those two, PC1 and PC4, were the ones having problems connecting. So now we're going to ping the rest of the routers from PC4. So we're going to go PC2, and we're going to ping PC2 from PC4. We're going to conduct pings from PC4 to PC1, PC2, and PC3. So here's PC4, or PC2, I mean, 10.10.10.2. Whoop, we didn't type in ping, so ping 10.10.10.2. Okay, we got replies from all those. Now we're going to go PC1, IP configuration, ping 10.10.10, wait, .30. I mean 20, not 10. .20.2. Okay, got all 4 replies from that. Now we're going to ping PC3 from PC1. Ping 10.10.30.2, and we got all 4 replies from that. So that's all for that. Now PC1 and PC4 are in the network correctly, because the PC1 can ping everything and PC4 can ping everything. Therefore, the Chicago 1, Chicago routers are configured properly for each other, and Denver and Denver 2 routers are configured properly to match Denver 2 how it's supposed to be. So that's all I have for you today. Completion down here shows 100%. Check results. Congratulations on completing this activity. Thank you for your time. I hope you learned a little bit something on verifying and troubleshooting Eigrp operation on a network and routing through PCs and Eigrp 10. And know that when you're setting up a network, if you have an anonymous number of whatever you're using, make sure it matches them, because you don't want 10 on one and 100 on another one, because they're on the wrong network. You got to make sure it's 10 on this one, 10 on this one, 100 on this one, or 100 on this one. The anonymous number on this one was 10, and the person that had configured this one the first time had set 100 on these other ones, and I'm assuming he was just typing it in and put an extra 0 on accident. So completion was 100% right here in the bottom corner of the instructions, and that's all I have for today. Thank you. Bye.